Go. Hello. Hello, Mr. and Mr. Ryan. How are you today?
Good.
Okay.
Because we are the greatest superheroes.
Okay, so today we talk about the linear equation. Linear equation. Linear equation. Okay. So what's linear? Linear. One unknown. If linear equation in one unknown. For example, 3 times x plus 3 equals 6. This is one linear equation with one unknown, right? Linear means the unknown here, yeah, is only one time. Linear, yeah. Remember this linear thing, yeah, linear thing. Right? X, yeah. What's quadratic? If the here is 2, it's quadratic function. Right? Remember, this is non-linear, right? Or cubic, right? So this x to the power of 1 is linear. X to the power of 2, this is quadratic, and x to the power of 3, that's cubic. You know, you can have more, right? As long as this unknown has 1, which is x, we call it linear equation. And there's only one unknown here, x. So what's x here? What's the value of x? 3 times something plus 3 equals 6. So what's this x? Can you make a guess? 3 times something plus 3.
1.
Yeah, we're done. Okay. So how do we solve this? Easy. We move this constant to the right hand side and change the sign. Minus 3. So 3 times x equals 3. And then we can divide it 3 from both sides. Right? So we got it. Yeah, we got it. So we got it, x equals 1. Okay, easy. Quadratic, yeah? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Remember, we talked about this. Yeah, quadratic, because this is 2 times 2x to the power of 2. A, b, c are constant. And then look, we got the one unknown. Right? And how about linear equation in 2 unknowns? So if we have 2 unknowns, and then if we with one unknown, we can have one equation, and we know how to solve it. With 2 unknowns, how many equations do we need? Can we? Sorry?
Don't know.
One equation solves one unknown, right?
Yes.
Can we solve two equation? Can we solve 2 unknowns with one equation?
No.
Yeah. For example, a plus b equals 10. Can you solve this? Can you solve this? No, because look, a and b could be hundreds of, millions of possibilities. A equals 1, b equals 9, a equals 2, b equals 8, right? Yeah. How about if I say a minus b equals 4? What are a and b's?
It's gonna be
So look, we have 2 unknowns, a and b.
it's gonna be
Can you try?
3 and 7.
We're down 3 and 7. Look,
Yeah.
2 unknowns, 2 equations, we can solve it.
7 and 3.
Yeah. So that's linear equation in 2 unknowns. So how can we solve this? How do you know it's 7 and 3? You just guess. Blue for thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
One trick. Look, plus b minus b. Look. How about because these. How about if we add the left side and add the right side together? 10 plus 4, right?
14.
A plus b plus a minus b.
14. 2a.
2a. Oh, so okay. So what's a?
7.
Yeah, and if a is 7, then we can just plug in the values. That will be 3. Yeah, easy. Huh? Yeah. Linear equation.
Have to be 7 for a.
A is 7 and b will be 3, right? 3 plus 7 is 10.
But why does it need to be 7?
Because look, a plus b equals 10 and a minus b equals 4. It needs to satisfy these 2 equations. That's what I'm saying. 2 unknowns needs 2 equations to be able to be solvable, right? Solvable. Okay, so if you know how to solve this linear equation in 2 unknowns, then we can solve many applications, right? Like rabbit and chicken. chicken rabbit problem, right? Rabbit and chicken.
C.
Yeah, if I have look, if I have a cage, right? I have a cage, and there are some chickens, I don't know how many, and there are some rabbits.
Okay, green.
Yeah, some rabbit. Eric, okay, well done. Okay, so listen to me. I have some chicken, and how about if I tell you that they are, okay, listen to me, okay? Okay. No, what's
It
that?
needs to be a H.
Okay, listen. If they are 11 heads. 11 heads. Okay? 11 heads. Listen, okay? And how many legs does the rabbit have?
4.
4 legs. So a rabbit has 4 legs, right? 4 legs. How many legs does a chicken have?
2.
2 legs. Okay.
Why are you talking about legs and talking about heads?
So all I know is that there are some chickens and rabbit in the cage, right?
Yes.
And they are all overall 11 heads, including the chicken and rabbit. And they are.
Why
Sorry?
are you talking about legs and then suddenly talking about heads?
Because it needs 2 equations to solve it. Okay, so look, r plus c equals 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Are you
And
talking about the heads or legs?
both. I needed to talk about both.
But
How can we figure out?
How many legs are there?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's say if they are okay, if they are what? If they are 32 legs, so 32 legs together. So how many 32 legs all together? And how many rabbits? How many chickens? So look, 4 legs. Yeah, 4 times r.
There are 8.
4 times r.
8 rabbits and 0 chickens.
No. Look, 8 4 and 2 times
There are
c.
6 chickens and 5 rabbits.
Okay, can we plug in the video?
What? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. 6 chickens. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rabbits.
You've counted, but no. Look, 6 chicken. Yeah, 6 chicken.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. Look, 6 chicken. 6 chicken. How many legs? 2. Plus.
But you.
Yeah. I know. 5 times 4. What's this? Okay, it's 32. Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yay! That was just a
Okay.
good guess.
Okay. Then how about
You
if?
just meant to tell me your answer.
Okay. Let me just do it. Okay. Let me just.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
10. Okay.
10. But are you? It's still legs and heads.
Okay. So what's R and C? Look, 10 heads and then all legs. This is 10 heads, and here is legs. So what's
Okay,
R and
that's
C?
gonna be so easy.
Okay. So what's R and C? Come on. How can we solve this problem? So look, how can we solve this? Ryan, do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Wait.
So can you solve this? Look, 2 equations.
I need to think.
Ryan, 2 equations, then 2 unknowns. Okay.
I need to think. Okay, think.
So how can we solve this? Or not brute forcing? Can we just solve it? Do you know how to solve it?
Wait.
Ryan,
Wait, this is 2 and there's 8.
how do you know it's 2 and 8? Wow,
Because I
so
brute-
quick.
Because I brute force.
Brute force in your head so quickly.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm
So
so
one way of doing this, look, you can't brute force for every other input, right? For this, because
Because-
these 2 are input, right?
Yeah, but because if I see something really small,
Yeah, really
I
small. You
like
can
to
brute
brute
force.
force it.
Yeah, because this is small, and there are possibilities. How many possibilities are there?
I think there's 5.
5, 10. There will be 10 because R and C pair. Yeah, 1,
Yeah.
0, 10.
But
No.
what
There will be
8?
11 possibilities.
But-
R will be from 0 to 10.
But
Right?
what if the R might be 5 and C might be 5 and there's no point of doing 2 letters? I mean.
What do you mean? Yeah. Look, because R could. How many possibilities of R? 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
R could be 0 to any number between 0 to 10. So okay. So look, how can we solve this? One way of doing it. Look here. What's R? R will be equals 10 minus C, right? You can do this. Yeah? 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 Alright? Look from here. R equals 10 minus C. Alright, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then if we plug in this to here, so what? 4 times 10 minus C plus 2C equals 24, right? And look what's this? Alright, look. 40 minus 4C plus 2C equals 24. Okay, 40 minus 2C plus minus 4C plus 2C equals what? Minus 4 plus 2 equals what?
Minus 4.
Look, what's this?
That is
Minus what?
minus 2C.
C equals 24. 40 minus something equals 24. So 2C will be equals,
6.
so C equals 8. So we know, look, we plug in the C here. This is 8, so R is 2, right? Another way of doing it, look, this is C, this is 2. If we times 2, 2R plus 2C equals 20, right? Alright?
Yeah.
If you subtract these from here, 4R minus 2R, 2C cancel out, right? 24 minus 20, 4. R will be equals 2. Got it? Ryan, do you understand? You're drawing all the time. Do you understand? Do you understand, right? Yeah, make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, one. I give you one example, and then you tell me if it's two linear equation with two unknown. Okay. So x plus y equals 10, and then listen. X times y equals 25. Is this the linear equation with two unknowns?
Well.
Is it? You don't need to solve it, but if you can solve it, it will be good. Is it? X plus y equals 10. Two equation. Look, two equation. Two
All I
unknowns.
can think is 5 and 5.
We're done. Yeah, it's 5.
But what's the point of doing two variables even though they're the same letter? The same number.
Because I'm not telling you easily, I'm asking to solve it. You need to find out the value of x, y. But my question is that, is this a linear equation? Is this linear equation in two unknowns?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know, okay. This is, no, okay. Why is that? It's time. Look, x plus y equals 10. And then we can do this, x equals 10 minus y, right? Yeah? Yeah? If we plug in the value here, look, what do we have? Look, 10 minus y times y equals 25. 10y minus y squared equals 25. Do you still think this is linear?
No.
Because this, yeah? This is not linear, right? Okay, so this is the pitfall. Okay, another example. Okay? Look, yeah, look, x divided by y is not also no, right? It's not also no, because look, x plus y equals 10. X divided by y equals 1. Is this a linear equation? Is this a linear equation in two unknowns? Is it? No. Yeah, because look, if what? This is the same as x. Yeah, look, if y is not equal to 0, right? Then we can do, maybe we can just do this again. Look, x will be 10 minus y, right? Right? Then 10 minus y divided by y equals 1. Is it an equation? Is it a linear equation? Maybe, look, then we can times y on the both sides. So it's 10 minus y equals y. 10 equals 2y. Okay, and we can solve y equals 5. Okay, so the thing is, this one is very tricky because y cannot be 0, right? Cannot be equal to 0, right? So, what? So I'm not sure if this is still called a linear equation, okay? Maybe not, maybe yes, okay? I most likely it's not a linear equation, okay? But okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, can you go back seat, please? Okay, how about this? X plus y equals 10. And then 2x plus 2y equals 20. Is this a linear equation into unknowns? I mean, is it? Can you solve this?
No.
Why is that? Why is that? Come on.
Not linear.
It's linear, but you cannot solve it. Why is that?
Because
Because
so
what?
if x is 1 and that is 9, and 2 of it is 2 of 1 is it, and then 18,
Yeah.
20.
They're Yeah.
both pluses.
Well, can you solve this equation? How many roots are? How many possibilities for this? Can you solve it?
No.
Yeah. No. Look,
Because there's lots of answers.
lots of answers. Yeah. Look what? Because the first equation is the same as the second equation, right? Because we just times 2. If we times 2, it's the same. So even though there are 2 equations, it's actually 1, right? All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, can we focus, not drawing, okay? Come on, you draw a lot.
They're so good. It was just like
Okay, so now today we, okay, so,
so
okay, so, no. What's your math problem, remember? S and A, yeah? S has got how many numbers?
3/4
Three quarters of S,
is the same as
2/5 of
A.
A, okay? And then A more than S is what?
490.
490, okay. So look, how do you come up with these two equations? You just read the problem statement, right? And then you just express the idea in mathematics, right? And then look, what's this? 2 unknowns, 2 equations, right? So we can solve it, right? Yeah? Okay, so how can we solve it? Look, how can we solve it? One way is what? A will be equals S plus 490, right? Look, if we move the S to the other side, we need to change the sign, right? Negative to positive, positive to negative, right? And then now look, A, we got an A. If we plug in here, right? So look, what do we have? 3, 4, S equals 2, 5, and then we substitute A with S plus 490. Okay, look. Yeah. So look, now we have one equation, one unknown, and we can solve it, right? Right? We have one equation, one unknown. Ryan, Eric, can you leave a balloon there? Alright. How can we solve this? Look, here is 4, here is 5. So we want to multiply both sides by a number, which is the least common multiple.
20.
Yeah, if we multiply 20, so that would be 5 here. Multiply 20, that would be 4 here, right? Right? How many of these? 15s. How many of these? A, S plus 490, right? Yes? Alright?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this? A times S plus A times 490, right? Right? If we move this to the left side, how many S do we have? 15s minus AS is 7s equals A times 490. So what's S? What's S? Let's divide both sides by 7. Right? Right, what's this number? A times 490 divided by 7. This is 70. Yeah? So it's 560. S is 560. And I'll plug in here. 560 plus 490 equals 1050, right? This is how we solve this equation, okay? Okay? So, look, coming back to the rabbit chicken problem, okay? So let's say if we have, we want to solve this problem, with heads. We have heads, and we have legs. So you need to tell me the number of the rabbit and the number of chicken, with H and L, right? Yeah. If there is no such answer, we just return none. Okay. So how can computer solve this?
By
Look.
4.
Yeah, proof of thing, all the equation. Look. 4 times R plus 2 times C. That's the leg, right? That's the leg. And then R plus C equals what? That's the head. Yeah? Right? We can solve this equation and then solve this and then ask computer just to return this. How can we solve this? Look. Come on, Eric. So R equals H minus C, right? And then we plug in here. So 4 times H minus C plus 2C equals air. Look, 4 times H minus 4C plus 2C equals air. This is familiar, yeah? Because 4C and air, we already know it. 4 times H minus 2C equals air. Right? So 2C equals 4 times H minus air, right? Right? If we move this to the right hand side and move this to the left hand side. So C equals 4 times H minus air divided by 2. Right, look. Yeah? So look, C will be equals 4 times H minus air divided by 2. Divided by 2, okay? Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Right? And then air, R will be what? R will be H minus C. Yeah? H is given minus C. Okay, so that's one pitfall. If this is not a even number, yeah, you divide it by 2, that will give incorrect answer, right? Right? So one way of doing this is what? We can verify these two numbers. Yeah, we got a C and R. Then we can just say, if R plus C equals H, and yeah, I don't think we need it, because this R plus H is always equal, right? This condition is always true. The problem is this one. If 4 times R plus 2 times C equal air, then we can return a tuple, okay? Eric, T-U-P-L-E, yeah? How do you pronounce this word? T-U-P-L-E.
Tuple.
Actually, it's tuple. Because I Google it. It's called tuple, okay? Tuple.
You said it's cheaper.
Yeah, my mistake. Okay, C and R is tuple. Okay. We return a tuple. Okay. We return a tuple. Can you not play with this? Come on. What did Daddy just say?
We can return a tuple.
The chicken and rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, and otherwise we just return none. Okay, or we don't by default we don't need to write it. Okay, return none. Why is this? Can you explain to me that if I calculate this C and R, why do I need to do this? Check. What did you just say? What's the pitfall of this one? Sorry, what's the pitfall? Hmm? Okay, let me repeat one more time, right? Because 4 times H minus S could be an odd number. You cannot divide it by 2. Because for the chicken and rabbit, there is no half, right? There is no such thing as half chicken or half rabbit. Yeah? What's that?
But if you times it by 4, that means it could divide it by 2.
But air, the problem is air. Why is that? Why? In what cases the air, this whole thing can be, look, 4 times H is a even number. That's a very good point. So this whole thing, when the 4 times H minus air is an odd number, so in what cases it could be an odd number?
Why don't you just do...
Sorry, let me repeat my question. 4 times H minus air, in what cases this is going to be an odd number?
L is an odd number.
Well done, because H, this whole thing is an even number. And then this, if it's air, what's the air? What's the air? The legs.
Yeah.
Why, if it's odd number of legs, can you solve it? No.
No.
Because chicken, 2 legs, rabbit, 4 legs. How come it could be 5 odd number, right? Alright? Okay, so one way of doing this is that if you can say if air is odd, divided by 2 equal 1 is odd, then we return because there is no such solution. Or the other way is you calculate this number, yeah, you remember you have this divided by 2, and then you double check the legs. Yeah? Double check, and then you make sure we know it's a valid solution. Otherwise, we just return none. What's the time complexity for this one? Oh, that's the one you should guess.
1.
Oh, 1. Why is that?
Because I like it.
Why is that? Because we just use mathematics to solve this. No matter how big is H and air. instantly. We just solve this equation instantly. The computer just solve it instantly. We don't use any additional linear space. Yeah, the time and space complexity is both O1. Yeah, this is the case, the O1. We just solved the mathematical equation. But if we're using the for loop, what's the time complexity?
O1.
Okay, let's use the for loop. How can we brute force it? How can we brute force? If we have a head, we can brute force either chicken or rabbit, right? We can try, right? So how can we brute force that? Please, let's brute force the rabbit, okay? Yeah. Alright. Look. So for rabbit, start with in what? In range h plus 1, right? H plus 1 means the range this, right? So we are guessing, we are guessing the rabbit is from 0 to h inclusive, right? We have r. So what's C here? If we guess r, then what's the C?
The C is
R plus the C equals h, right? Yeah. So I know r. So what's C? I know r. I know h. What's C? Come on, this is easy.
I know R, I know H, and what's C? H minus R.
Easy, yeah. Okay, so now we want to double check the legs. If how many legs of rabbit?
If
Rabbit. What?
R,
R what? How many legs?
4 legs.
Times 4. Plus how many legs of chicken?
2.
C times 4. Equal
You
what?
said C times 4.
Or is there equals what?
Equals
What value? What value are we?
L.
L, yeah.
I said L.
And then return. Then we know it's C R, right? And then return nothing here. Return none here. Yeah, but actually we don't need to write it. It will automatically return none.
No,
At this point.
it'll just tell. Really?
What's the time complexity for
Wait,
this one?
How would it just return on?
Because when it reach here at this point, it means there is no solution in here. There is no such thing. Look, we are over.
Doesn't it just do excuse thing?
Excuse, sorry?
Excuse thing like screaming.
No. Look, the computer just saw here until this point, right? And then you clicked because you haven't told the computer what to return at this point. So you will soon return nothing, none, right? So what are we doing? We are trying every possibility of R from 0 to h, right? And then we calculate the chicken, and then we check. Yeah, this is to check if the legs satisfy, then we return. We found a valid solution, and that's it. Brute forcing. What's the time complexity?
N.
What's n here?
O1.
What's n here?
That for loop.
What's n? How many, in the worst case, what's the n? How many iterations here?
N.
What's n? There's no n here.
Oh.
What's n? What's n?
CHR. N.
In how many iterations do we need to check? How many possibilities for the R, for the rabbit, given the h hat?
H.
Yeah? Or what? Come on, you'll be, how many iterations of this?
H.
Yeah, OH. OH plus 1, but we drop the constant, yeah? Yeah, they are all, the possibility is from 0 to h. And there will be h plus 1, and then we OH. So the time complexity is OH. What's the space complexity? O. Yeah, that's O. What's the space complexity? What's the space complexity here? Are we using any additional? Sorry?
O1.
O1, yes. Be confident, okay?
I said O1.
So which one is better?
The one before.
Why is that?
Because
Because the complexity is
it's O1.
It's quicker, yeah. It's not depending on the size of h. No matter if h is a million, this needs to take a million iteration. But for the previous one, we just do the calculation. Yeah, with human do the math calculation, and then we translate the calculation to computer code, and the computer code can just work it out by doing some math computation. It's linear. It's not linear. It's instant, right? Got it? Today, so to sum up, what we have learned today.
Rabbit.
Chicken, rabbit, and then linear equation with two unknowns. Yeah. How do we solve the linear equation with two unknowns? We look if x plus y equals something, so we plug in the values of one variable into another equation. So then we can make it one linear equation with one unknown. Am I right? Okay. Okay. That's it for today. That's it for today. Bye bye.
And chicken.
Bye bye.